like Bane. Anyway, I'm done with my Bane jokes. Let's go.
Okay, anyway, so this girl, basically, she's going through recovery, and basically her mother and Wonder Woman are there basically helping her heal. But the sad part about this is, as the girl's healing, her mother dies. Or when she starts walking again, her mother dies. And then basically Wonder Woman just kind of doesn't show up anymore. And then I'm like, ow, that's just, no, come on. And then the girl goes through, like, basically she, like, what's the term for this? Help me out here, Mike.
I don't know what you're looking for.
Like, basically she has the feeling of being abandoned.
Okay.
There we go. That's it. And then she's like, starts getting that hatred for Wonder Woman. And I'm like,
wait, is she the one that becomes a Silver Swan?
Yeah.
So they just retold us the Silver Swan's origin story?
Yeah, pretty much.
Why didn't they just make a new character?
I don't know.
Is that the Swan's, like, original origin story?
I honestly don't know.
Okay, so here's the thing. I flipped through this book. I went to the last page. I was like, oh, Silver Swan! New villain! Yeah! Because I love new characters. And then he's like, nah, she's been around for a while. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
It looks awesome.
She used to be a blonde, but now she's a redhead, which I'm completely okay with.
Yeah, her costume design is really cool, too. So that's actually a really cool origin story, and I need to look into Silver Swan a little bit now to see if that's her original origin story.
Yeah. I just feel bad for this girl, because, like, come on, Wonder Woman, girl.
I mean, that's how you make a really cool villain. You make them relatable.
Yeah. It's like with Cheetah, too. I
don't know much about Cheetah, because here's the thing. I don't like Cheetah because of that one time she was drawn with, like, a dead cheetah skin over her. Well, you know the other cheetah that's, like, she wears, like, the cheetah thing? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
It's not really a cheetah?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Yep, I know what you're talking about. But, yeah, that's basically what happens in there.
Yeah, So that's one of those... I mean, I've been really into this stuff with Jason. And I hope... Was he in this issue at all?
Yeah, he was in there for a couple panels. It just shows how he's more...
I want to see her take him to the Justice League. I would love that. I think Justice League's biggest problem is they're not letting Justice League be involved with the other books as much.
I did notice that. Mm-hmm.
Like, they're trying to make Justice League like its own title, but it doesn't even feel like it's in continuity.
It's sad when Justice League is like my favorite title from back, you know when, and then they do this.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not my favorite title anymore.
But no, I mean, like, I don't know, it's hard. Because, like, I think the current story they're telling is really good. It's just hard to see it not be with the other stuff.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they fix it at some point or something.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So, yeah, moving on. There was a bunch of other stuff that came out this week. Yeah. Like Detective 972, Phoenix Resurrection. You can talk about that a little bit. I mean, third issue came out today.
Yeah.
Just your overall thoughts on it so far. I know you kind of want to wait till it's over.
There's 2 more issues because they come out every week. The artwork is absolutely beautiful in there. Like, I love the covers. It's just, to me, I'm flipping through it, and it just, I don't know. I can't really say anything until I read it because I just looking at it, it is a beautiful book. It's just, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of, like, with my reaction with the Oz effect and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not a huge X-Men guy, so it's not my place to talk on this. I think it's weird that they're bringing Jean Grey and everything back, but whatever.
Well, yeah.
She's one of those characters that, like, she's like Uncle Ben. Like, she just stayed dead.
Well, it's like, you know, when you hear the name Jean Grey, that's like her superhero name. If you hear that name, you know it's trouble. Yeah. You know?
So we had Hal Jordan, Green Lantern Corps 36. Just talk about this real quick because you told me that the Guardians are back.
Yep, the original 2 Guardians you had...
Ganthet and
Sade, I think, or something.
Glad you knew that because I did not.
Yep. Anyway, they come back. They basically anoint 4 new Guardians, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Now the Green Lanterns have like a direction they can go. I'm like, okay. And then you have the new villains, I should say, the Controllers.
don't know anything about them, but that sounds awesome. I love new villains.
So, anyway, then we got
Darth Vader 10.
Darth Vader 10.
Crazy librarian with a lightsaber gun. Let me just sum up this arc for you.
I'm like, the Jedi use guns?
Yeah, it's like a gun powered by a kyber crystal.
Well, I can't say they don't use guns, because then look at Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, but let me tell you, lightsaber gun, awesome. That's what I always liked about Ezra's lightsaber in Rebels.
Oh yeah, I think it was a pistol.
It wasn't. The thing is, it's different because it wasn't a blaster powered by a kyber crystal. It was just a lightsaber that had a blaster attached to it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This freaking crazy librarian has a lightsaber powered gun, and it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
This Darth Vader arc, this whole thing has just been fun so far. From issue 1 to like 10, it's just been crazy.
Oh man, next is the bounty hunter.
Oh, that's exciting.
I wonder who put a bounty on his head.
That's awesome. So Venom 160. So it's Venom Inc. Part 5. Maximum Carnage vibes.
Yep, we got one more part after this.
There's only one more.
Basically, Lee Price gets the whole Venom symbiote.
Oh, no.
So I'm like, ooh, this is going to be good.
So what's Venom doing? What's Eddie Brock doing?
He's got the suit, too. Like, Lee Price has a complete Venom suit head to toe. Like, he doesn't have just piecemeal.
Oh, okay. I see. I understand.
Yep.
Daredevil 597?
The next part to the Mayor Fisk storyline.
Oh, yeah. Mayor Fisk is really cool. And coming back to shared universe, I love seeing everything cross over. Because I know that companies try to avoid that because it gets confusing for people that don't read everything. And I don't read everything. But, like, it's awesome because, like, in one of the early issues of this new Venom arc, they reference Mayor Fisk.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, because that proves that stuff that's happening in Daredevil that is supposed to be in the same universe is happening everywhere. Like, Kingpin is now the mayor, and it's awesome. I love it. Action Comics 995, more Booster Gold stuff. It's just fun.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, with no offense to any of those who have massive stacks of comics, but it's just, there's ones I want to read, and then there's ones that I will read later.
Yeah,
you know?
But it's just been a fun ride. It's very classic comic. I mean, the covers are very classic Superman covers, and like just Booster Gold and Superman flying around through time stream and space. It's awesome. Like I was never really knew much. Like I used to play DC Universe online. And Booster Gold would be there. And my friends that I'd be playing with were like, who's Booster Gold? I'm like, some idiot who time travels. He's friends with Blue Beetle. Okay, done here. I never knew much about him. And these Action Comic stuff kind of make me really like this character. He's really cool, and like the celebrity aspect of him and stuff is really, really cool.
All right. Actually, my favorite... Like, you know about Booster Gold that way, but actually my favorite thing of Booster Gold is Booster Gold issue 5 from, I think...
Yeah, you've shown me that cover so many times. It's awesome. It's beautiful.
It's the Killing Joke cover, but it's zoomed in, and basically he's there beside Batgirl. And
I would... Speaking of, like, Brian Michael Bendis stuff, I'd love to see him on, like, a Booster Gold book.
Oh, dear.
Like, I just want, like... I know that DC can't publish a solo book for every character, but I think, like, a Booster Gold miniseries in the vein of, like... It's, like, 6 issues or something. I think it'd be really cool. Deja Thoris 0? Oh, I hate 0 issues.
Oh, yeah. Basically a little background on this. This is Deja Thoris before she meets John Carter, and basically she puts together this team of scientists to go out and explore Mars. That's the basic outline of it. I think there's more to it, but this basically tells the story of how she met the Green Martians. And,
cool.
Like, all that kind
of
stuff.
That's awesome. You know? I've always loved the Edgar Wright Burroughs stuff. Never got into the comics. I was more into, like, the books and stuff, but...
When Ron Marks had it, that was really
good. Yeah. Flash 38 also came out. I don't even know what's happening in Flash anymore.
I'm so far
I know that you trade weight, and...
yeah.
I'm kind of doing the same. I've been hit or miss. All I know is the Gorilla Grodd's happening soon. Real soon. Mm-hmm. And I'm so excited. I love Gorilla Grodd so much.
Oh, shoot.
Why'd you scratch out?
It's Old Man Hawkeye. I put Old Man Logan because they're kind of in the same universe.
Okay, Old Man Hawkeye issue 33, I guess? Old Man something 33. Let's go with that.
Something like that. Or it might be number 1. Yeah, it's the first issue of the thing.
Okay, yeah.
We got Old Man Hawkeye before he's blinded. So,
See, I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't know. Blind. I don't know.
So we got Punisher 220.
We got
War Machine Iron Man or War Machine Punisher.
Yep.
Cool concept. X-Men Blue 19 and X-Men Gold Annual. It's a weird place to put an annual. There's no other annuals.
Well,
that's weird.
Hey, it's like, I don't know. It's like Marvel and DC taking 2 skip weeks in a row in January sometime.
Really? That's okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
So then, real quick, we're just going to talk about the last couple weeks that we missed. I know we've hit around some of the stuff here a little bit, but I know you really want to talk about Rogue and Gambit.
I do want to talk about Rogue and Gambit because Rogue is like one of my favorite X-Men characters. This book, I had low hopes for this book because usually when they do a 5-issue miniseries, they get like an off writer or an off artist, and they do it. I'm looking through this. I'm like, oh my god, this is gorgeous in here, because I was blown away by the artwork. First off,
yeah, the art was really nice, and I know Marvel had really bad art for like a couple years, and finally it's starting to get A+ again.
I noticed too, like all the X-Men titles have really good artwork in it.
Because apparently, the old editor-in-chief of Marvel, Axel Alonso, apparently one time he said that artists don't sell books.
What?
Yeah, apparently he said that out loud once.
I want to slap that guy. Anyway.
So yeah, Marvel just have really bad art, and it's really cool to see really good. I mean, Star Wars has great art. This book has great art. Avengers has great art.
I would say at this point they're using Star Wars to basically buff Marvel a little bit, and now they're finally getting into the other titles and fixing them.
Yeah.
Well, next is Hawkman Found.
Yeah, I actually didn't get a chance to read this one. I went to the shop that day and it was sold out, so I actually didn't get to read this thing.
Oh, man. I only flipped through it really quick, and then I sealed it because those metal covers.
Yeah, those metal covers. They like fingerprints a little bit.
Yeah. Take some Windex to them,
But really cool concept. I heard it's a really cool look at Hawkman, getting people excited about Hawkman again.
I think it's supposed to tell the story of how Hawkman fell into the Dark Multiverse, and then turned into...
So basically, we're establishing that this is why Hawkman hasn't been seen in a long time.
Yep. I hope and pray we get Shire Hall back.
I know, you keep saying that.
I hope.
Yeah, like I said, Rebirth has been so great about giving us back these fan favorite characters. I mean, look at Super Sons of Tomorrow. They showed Connor Kent for the first time in forever. And like Bart Allen. Rumor has it Bart Allen's coming back in Flash War.
I could see that.
I'm excited because I want, to be honest, what I would really like, going back to my Damien and stuff, I would love us to get old, not old Bart Allen, but like old Bart Allen who is younger Bart Allen, and get him like with Damien and John and stuff.
Mm-hmm. The one who basically... Do you remember Kid Flash lost number 3 at the end of the book? Basically, he disintegrates how Barry did. I wonder if that is going to be part of it.
But I would love to see like young Bart Allen taking the name of Impulse and joining a team with John and Damien.
Yeah, it's possible.
And having like a Young Justice team, but like just a Super Sons team.
Hey, you never know. All right,
so the biggest thing.
Let's hit
ever.
Actually, on this week, basically, Phoenix Resurrection 1 came out and Doomsday Clock number 2 came out. This is basically what happened. The confliction. I looked at both of them, and I'm like, I picked up Phoenix first. I flipped through it. I'm like, I put it down, and I did Doomsday Clock. Flipped through it. Yeah. I'm like, I have to go Doomsday Clock.
It sucks because like I feel bad how much that I talk about Doomsday Clock, but like it kills me because it's so good and I'm biased, but like it's the best thing in comics right now. Like it's taking the best comic book story of all time, making a sequel to it that actually matters and like is really good.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the biggest thing out of it, I mean, I think Mime and Marionette are great characters. And again, spoiler, they're loose in Gotham City.
Yeah, that's not good.
So the problem is, this series takes place a year after everything else we're reading.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't wait for Mime and Marionette. I really hope they show up as Batman villains.
Oh, that would be cool.
They fit in that universe, and I would love, especially Tom King, to write a Mime and Marionette story in Batman.
It'd be even cooler if they run into the Joker.
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen. You know, that's the whole Joker putting lipstick on thing.
Or they find the original Joker.
Yeah, and all that stuff, yeah.
Oh, that would be so cool.
So, in the comic in the first issue we saw Mime pick up a gun. But he's a mime, so he's miming it. And then later we see him point the gun at somebody. And at the end of the issue, he's handcuffed. Him and Marionette are handcuffed, and he pulls a bobby pin out, like miming it. And at the end of the issue, we see that they've escaped from their handcuffs. So if the mime can make a bobby pin and pick a lock with it, what do you think happens if he pulls the trigger on his gun? It's one of those things where I hope that no writer ever tries to tell us the answer. I really hope that it's always just him pointing it, because that's something really cool to just think about.
You know what's gonna happen? He's gonna pull the gun on somebody, and they're like, "There's no gun there," and he actually pulls the trigger. Yeah, it's like, oh,
yeah, or he shoots Dr. Manhattan with it. Well, and it actually does something to him.
Oh, that's that. Oh,
yeah, and then the comedian. So the comedian shows back up at the end of this.
Yep.
Not sure how that's going to play into anything.
I think it's this universe's comedian, not the other one.
I'm wondering if it's just Dr. Manhattan creating stuff to mess with people with Ozymandias,
or defenses, or maybe a self kind of generating mechanism.
And then Ozymandias and Lex is great. So cool. Just the way these two characters interact.
Mm-hmm.
Rorschach and Batman, we get the tease of that at the end.
Oh my god.
Of them interacting.
I will talk about that, but we'll go to Rorschach and Luthor here.
Or Ozymandias.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I just love how basically Luthor, he's like, I'm the smartest man this is Ozymandias. I'm the smartest man on my earth, and you're the smartest man on yours.
and then Ozymandias tells Lex Luthor what he did on his earth, and so Lex Luthor is like, if that was your plan, to make a fake alien to kill a bunch of people to make peace on Earth, then I'd hate to see what the dumbest person on your planet is like.
I'm like, dude, you just roasted him for doing that.
I love this relationship, and I can't wait to see where it goes.
Oh, man.
And then we have Rorschach exploring the Batcave.
Actually, I want to go to the plate of pancakes first.
Oh, yeah, the plate of pancakes. Yeah, Rorschach eats Batman's breakfast.
And then he finds the bat. He starts to eat it, and then he's like, wait a minute. What's over there?
Yeah.
He just looks... I'm like, dude, you just saw the Batcave door.
We actually get a glimpse of, classic, 60s Mr. Freeze costume.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Actually, I don't know it's 60s. Probably older than that, actually.
I think it's the 70s. Maybe, actually...
Probably 40s.
He wasn't around in the 40s.
Yeah, Batman was 39.
Oh, yeah.
He was still killing people, so 50s maybe.
50. Yeah, I'd say 50s.
Yeah,
because that's his freeze tank there.
Yeah, but that's the costume.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then somebody shoots an Ozymandias, hits Lex Luthor, turns out it's the comedian.
Yep, comedian, and then...
We see Batman talking to Rorschach with the big penny.
Yep.
And then we see handcuffs. Awesome. Doomsday Clock is so great. Nothing happened in that issue, but the whole 40 pages was a thrill ride. It was awesome.
I love the confrontations. It's going to be awesome next issue, because next issue has Batman on the cover.
Reading the Rorschach journal.
Yeah. So I have a feeling that Batman might help those guys.
Oh, yeah.
I have a feeling,
I can't wait to see the whole Justice League with them all. I need my Superman stuff. I was promised it was a Superman story, and I know it's 12 issues and it's building to something meaningful, but I need Superman so bad. Now here's the thing. There's a rumor going around that Dr. Manhattan has been pretending to be Superman. And I'm gonna throw a fit.
See, I don't think that would happen. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I guess with the other stuff that's happening in the other books, it wouldn't make sense.
I feel like Dr. Manhattan would more influence Superman than anything.
I'm just scared to see the influence that Dr. Manhattan's really had on stuff. Because it can be hit or miss, I think.
Yeah.
Do we want to do picks real quick? I mean, I don't know how you want to do picks.
Oh, man.
Because I only got one book this week, so I'm default have a pick. But,
yeah. Well, why don't we skip the picks? Because, we had a lot of good titles this week.
Yeah, we had a lot of good titles this week. We had a lot of good titles the last 3 weeks.
Why don't we let the audience decide for themselves?
Yeah, definitely. I think you really need to get out there, check out a lot of these books.
I do recommend a lot of these titles. Like, I recommend Rogue and Gambit, X-Men Gold,
Avengers Surrender, that's a really good jumping in point for the big scheme of Marvel.
Yep, I do Titans.
I mean, if you're an old 90s Spider-Man fan, Venom Inc., Venom, all that stuff.
Maximum Carnage vibe, yeah.
If you like the Star Wars movies and you've never read anything, if you've never touched anything Star Wars other than the movies, jump right into any of the Star Wars titles out.
Yeah.
They're all amazing.
I do recommend, though, for those people who they watch the movies and they like some really good stories, I highly recommend the Hand of Thrawn trilogy by Timothy Zahn.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go with books, yeah.
Yeah, even though it's not canon, it was just an awesome run.
But I mean, definitely, like, the Captain Phasma that just came out. I know I talk about Captain Phasma all the time, but, like, I was struck with how good that series was. Like, I got it. I was like, all right, I'm going to get it because it ties into The Last Jedi. Like, I always get those ones. And I could not believe how good it was.
Mm-hmm. She kind of reminded me of Darth Vader without the lightsaber
a little bit.
Yeah.
You really need to check out the Phasma book. It's so good.
Oh, man. I'll put it on my list of reading material.
But, I mean, they're doing the Thrawn comic book graphic novelization of the latest Thrawn book. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, maybe we'll see that a little bit more from Marvel. Like Dark Horse and stuff used to do with the books. But no, it's exciting. All the Marvel Star Wars stuff is good. I mean, and Marvel Avengers and all that stuff, it's finally getting the Marvel quality that we deserve.
Yes. I think they finally flipped things around here. We actually got something good here.
Yeah, and it's great. I mean, we can sit and talk bad at Marvel all we want, but they did have a rough patch for a while.
Oh, yes, they did.
And I think they're learning from what they did wrong. They're listening to their fans, and they're figuring out how to recover.
That's one thing I have to say. Like, it's, you have your own ideas. You have the course that you want to go, but, that one guy that sits up in the editor's chair, that guy, the guy who monitors all the books, he has to be thinking to himself, what do the fans want to see? And I know what is going to sell and what is going to basically want them to come back.
And I think there's two ways to look at that. I mean, like with Doomsday Clock, like I don't think any fans were screaming for a Watchmen sequel.
No.
But if you're going to do it, give us the quality that is Doomsday Clock. If you're going to do something that's not what the fans were screaming for. But through Doomsday Clock, we're getting back a lot of the stuff fans were screaming for, such as some of these older characters back.
Oh, yes.
So, all right, that's enough of rambling about that. We'll hopefully see you next week. And yeah, just keep on reading comics. Check out any of these titles we talked about. They're all really great and worth your time and money. We'll see you later.